Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel ANIN.EDUCATION. Before we start, don't forget like, subscribe, comment, and share. We will learn about getting to know about furnace. What is meant by furnace? A furnace, also often called a kiln, is the device used for heating. The term comes from the Latin word fornar, meaning oven, is also sometimes called a kiln. The furnace itself is often analogous to the furnace as an industrial necessary is used for the many things such as making ceramics, extracting metal from ore, smelting, or in oil refineries and other chemical plants, for example, as the heat source for the fractional distillation column. Combustion chamber furnace. The furnace is the kitchens that they receive heat for the fuel for combustions, which has the fire gas at the bottom as the base for the fuel, and which is the surrounded by boiler water pipes attached for the wall of the combustion chambers, with receive heat from the fuel through radiations, conductions, and convections. A furnace equipment use the melt metal for the making machine parts, casting, or to heat material, and the change is set, e.g. rolling forging, or change is the properties heat treatment, because the exhaust gas from the fuel come into direct contact with the raw material. The type of fuel selection is crucial. For example, some materials will not tolerate sulfur in the fuel. Solid fuels will reduce particles, matter though will interfere with the raw material phase in the furnace. For these reasons, almost a furnace use liquid fuel, gas fuel, or electricity as their energy input. In inductions and arc furnace use electricity for the melt steel and the coarse iron. Melting furnace for the nose releases raw material is fuel oil. Oil fire furnace almost entire use furnace oil, mainly for etchings and heat treatment of materials. Light diesel oil (LDO) is used in the furnace when sulfur is not desired. Ideally, a furnace should heat as much material as possible to a uniform temperature using the little fuel and the labor as possible. The key to efficient furnace operations lies in the complete fuel combustion with the minimal excess air. Furnace operates at the relatively low efficiency as low as 7% compared to other combustion equipment such as boiler, which have efficiencies exceeding 90%. This is due to the high operating temperatures with the furnace. For example, a furnace that heats material to 1200 degrees Celsius will emit few the gas at the 1200 degrees Celsius of the hires, resulting in the significant heat loss towards the chimney. As furnace have the following component. The refractory chamber is the constructions of the insulated material to retain heat at high operating temperatures. A furnace for surface of carry steel consisting the refractory material supported by the steel structure, part of which is the cooled by water. Burning using liquid or gas fuel are the use resistance maintain indoor temperature. Coal is the electricity can be used to reheat to the furnace. Marble furnace. A marble furnace is the furnace which is the subject material and the combustion product, including gases and earth, is isolated from the fuel following the development of high temperature electric heating element and the growing electrifications of development countries. Marble furnace were repeated transitions to electric heating. Salt bulk furnace. Modern salt bulk furnaces are used for the number of the heat treatment applications such as preheating and the authentizations. Mass tempering, neutral handling, high-speed hardening tools, nitrogen tempering, carburizing, and heat treatment solutions. And the last one, deep brazing. Vacuum furnace. A vacuum furnace is the type of furnace that can heat material, usually metals, to very high temperature and carry out processes such as brazing, sintering, and heat treatment with the high consistency and low contaminations. If the vacuum furnace, the product in this furnace is the surrender by a vacuum, the absence of the or other gases prevent heat transfer with the product source convections and the eliminated source of contaminant. Some of the benefits of a vacuum furnace are uniform the temperature range 2000 until 2800 derajat Fahrenheit, 1100 until 1500 derajat Celsius, and temperatures can be controlled in the small area, contaminating from the carbon, oxygen, and the other gases in the low gas product. Rapid production cooling. The process can be computers controlled to ensure repeatability of the process in the metallurgy. Fluidized-bed furnace. Fluidized-bed furnace is the cylindrical of the rectangular furnace and consists of a long furnace and the chambers and reactions chambers for the providing as the base or gas distributions to the hearth. The hearth design provides uniform distributions of the blast hours to enter cross sections, and the reactions chamber is the metal grids and the concrete plate with a valve. The hearth designed to provide uniform distributions of the blast hour in the entire closed sections of the reactions chamber. It is a metal grid and or an opening plate made the concrete for the same time made the various ceramic block in which solid granules and suspended by air or gas flowing towards heat the grid and the form in the fluids between which the interactions between the solid and the gaseous material takes place. Electric arc furnace. Electric arc furnace EAF is the tools or equipment using for the metal material making or the metal melting process, where scrap material is the heaters and the melting with the electric arcs coming from the electrode to the scrap metal in the furnace. There are two types in the electric current that can be used in the EAF melting process, direct current and the alternative current. The most common type in the electric current used in the melting process is the three-phase alternative currents using graphite electrodes. Thank you for watching everyone. Don't forget like, comment, and subscribe. See you to my next video.